The Home Affairs Minister is staring down calls to allow a Tamil family to remain in Australia as their lawyer takes their case to court today.
Political reporter Trudy McIntosh joins us now, and Trudy, Peter Dutton insists the family are not refugees.
That's right, the Home Affairs Minister is brushing aside the protests we saw over the weekend for the asylum seekers' family to remain here in Australia. The parents arrived in Australia by boat in 2012 and 2013 and have subsequently had 2 children here in Australia. There were protests, as I said, across the country in order to allow them to stay, but Peter Dutton remains firm on this position, saying they're not refugees and that they should not be remaining here in this country.
They've been to every court, right up to the High Court. They've been told that they're not refugees. Now, I understand the compassion shown by many, but we have to look at this case on its merit. There's no indication at all that's been given to this family, including before they had children, that they would ever settle in this country. So over a period of time, both Minister Coleman and myself have looked at this case, and it's completely without merit in terms of their claim to be refugees.
But the family's immigration lawyer, Karina Ford, has told Sky News Mr Dutton does have precedent to take ministerial discretion in this case.
There's plenty of other cases where the minister has intervened where people haven't complied with the rules. A good example of that is the au pair cases where the minister intervened. In those cases, they were cancellation cases, so they had not complied with the rules set within the Migration Act. So, with all due respect, I think, there are cases where you can intervene, irrespective of the way that they've arrived in Australia.
The case is due to be heard in the Melbourne Federal Circuit Court this morning and will also be heard in the Federal Court on Wednesday. Kieran, Annalise.